Oh hey, you. Yes you, the guy who probably isn't even on the same tab of this video. It's me, Mr. Fox, and I am here to waste your time with some more white noise for you to listen to while you play games, or why don't know, lie about studying. Honestly, you're probably not even awake. Anyway, here's the stories.
Parents, teachers of Reddit, what lie did you sit back and watch a kid dig themselves into? Oh man. We had a kid in 8th grade who wasn't popular, but the popular kids let him hang out with them. He was just a bit on the outside of their group. One day he shows up with the full amount of senior activity money, $225, for trips, robe, etc. in cash. Now, I teach in the Bronx, so it's extremely rare for a kid to pay it in full, and he was paying it in full at the end of May. Normally a kid will bring like $50 a month starting in October. This was weird. What was also weird is a bunch of other kids in the same class also started making payments for the trip that was the next day. We had to call their parents because they didn't have permission slips, and the parents hadn't given them the money. Then everyone clams up. Nobody will say where they got the money from. Of course, it was all from Mr. Almost Popular. Then the teachers total up the amount he and the other students turned in, and it was about $1,000. It takes us 2 days to figure this whole situation out because there's a big anti-snitching culture in the Bronx. We call Mom. Mom has no idea where the money came from. We're all worried this kid started selling drugs or joined a gang or something. He's 14, he isn't working, where the hell did he come up with $1,000? Exclamation mark. Kid keeps his mouth shut, making up excuse after excuse. Oh, I found it. Oh, I did chores. Oh, my uncle gave it to me. Oh, it's my birthday money. 2 more days pass. Mom calls us back. Turns out she hasn't paid her rent for June. Turns out she gave the money to her son to bring to the landlord. Guess who stole his mother's rent money to look cool for friends who didn't accept him anyway? It was a mess. Obviously we refunded everything that we could, but some of the friends spent money at the corner store or just pocketed it, so a lot didn't come back. He was banned from going to all senior activities except graduation, and his mom made damn sure he showed up to school in full uniform on the days we had trips. He had to spend the days in a 6th grade class because all the 8th graders were out of the building. In NYC the kids all go to different high schools, so in literally 6 weeks he would have never seen most of them again. He was such a lovely kid in general, just made a bad decision to try to fit in better.
So hey there, this is Mr. Fox interfacing with your earholes through the power of post-editing. If you wanna be cool in high school, well honestly you've waited too long to care and the social order is pretty much set. But if you wanna break that order, I don't know, dress in a trench coat. You'll look cool, oh, and get some fingerless gloves too. It shows you care about your hands but don't wanna hide your super fit and supple gamer fingers. And if you don't wash, your body creates natural pheromones that make that one cute guy or girl totally want to date you. Trust me. I'm a talking fox on the internet.
My little bro, who was 13 at the time, had a bong. My mom absolutely lost it, asking him where he got it from and just screaming at the top of her lungs. I guess he panicked because he told her he did not know and that some kid just put it in his backpack. I guess he panicked because he told her he did not know and that some kid just put it in his backpack. Keep in mind this was glass bong, and it was nothing really special. Mother gets mad and my little brother just keeps playing dumb. He insisted he had no idea and someone on the bus was messing with his backpack and placed it in there. Then, mother being fed up, she had the idea to put it in a trash bag and told my brother, "If someone just put it in your bag, I guess you will have no problem smashing it." He looks at me as if I know WTF to do. I say nothing. She gives him the choice of smashing the bong in the bag, or mom will smash his Xbox and take the bong to the police department. The kid is crying at this point, so we go outside and he starts banging it in the bag with a stick while my mom watches. It breaks and she throws it in the dump. Later on, after things calmed down, I asked him where he got it. Apparently, he had bought it off the older brother of one of his friends for $200 that he had been saving for something else, but then the kid's friend's brother heard him talking about it and offered to sell him the bong. I felt kinda bad for my little brother, so I took him out for pizza the next day. I know that did not fix things, but he was sad for losing his money. He would never told me which friend's big brother. It was probably a good thing too, because I would have probably done some bong smashing myself. This, however, was the first of many hood rat things my little brother has done over the years.
Hey there, Fox again. I'm here to tell you drugs are bad. Well, weed can be good, but like it kinda depends on who you ask. Like if you ask Reddit, it's a miracle wonder drug that Big Pharma is trying to ban cause I don't know, they never thought of selling it themselves or something. But if you ask most people, they probably don't care, and may freak out when they realize you're actually a fox stuffed into a mannequin.
Had a student who was a chronic liar. One day a page in a packet was due. He said he definitely finished it but left it in his locker. Told him to go get it. He said he didn't know his combination, then how'd he get it in there? I called security to escort him there and let him in. Gone for 10 minutes. Comes back and says he must have left it at his dad's house. Dial up dad. No answer. Call mom. Kid doesn't know dad. Hasn't seen him since the kid was 5. Number is only listed for emergencies. Told mom about the packet. Mom says she'll ask about it tonight. Kid comes back the next day. Page in the packet not done. When I asked him about it, he said he never said he had it finished. I died.
A little fox parenting tip. Foxes are illiterate and therefore we don't have homework, thus I never have to do any of that. Moral of the story. Fox illiteracy is a crippling epidemic on the fox community.
I had a student, 4th grade, who, when they found out the kids who were born in a different country were going to get their pictures put up on a wall celebrating cultural differences, immediately claimed he was born in another country. When asked which one, he confidently said, Indiana, we live in a neighboring state. When we pointed out that Indiana was another state, not another country, he listed Ohio, Iowa, and New York, before saying, the state that's also a country. That one. Georgia. Except he was born on the same day in the same hospital as one of the other teacher's kids and we knew it. He just wanted his picture up on the wall.
If you're relying on a fox to know geography, then you must be desperate, but in my personal experience, Georgia is a country. It's just small and sad, and there are lots of rocks and old USSR military assets. They may or may not be for sale if you are or aren't looking for something like that. Moral of the story, buy me a tank.
Yeesh, sounds rough. My hood rat phase was awful. I just cockily stole shit from stores, and that it ended when I got caught once trying to steal a shirt from Zoomies, which was so fucking stupid of me because those stores in the mall are so small and the employees wore regular CIV clothes anyway. Employee caught me, said either you pay for it or they call security, so I just shamefully paid for it, and now I'm too paranoid to steal. And it wasn't like I was poor and just desperately wanted a new shirt. I had just enough pocket money for it, so I looked like a dick, and I was wearing $60 Vans, so I just looked like a huge duck.
Kids are dumb. The only shock of that is that people forget that sometimes. It's sad, but I was a dumb kid too. And yes, riding a tube tied to a snowmobile is a great family activity that totally won't break all your legs.
Plagiarism meeting for a kid that just loved to lie. Allowed her to present her case to her parent and the admin team. I then opened up a binder with a sample of her work and a printout of every website she stole work from. I went line by line while highlighting each example. She was tearing up. I ended with something like, it would be really difficult for someone to believe that you were the author for all of these websites. Are you trying to tell us you wrote all of these articles?
I mean, the only bad thing I see there is that the kid's bad at lying. Every good college student knows you're supposed to paraphrase and only follow the general point of the thing you totally studied and didn't just copy-paste and reword 2/3 of the paper you totally wrote. I mean, come on. who only uses one site to copy from. Unless it's Reddit, then apparently you can build multi-million subscriber channel. Hey, that probably didn't totally suck, but like all things in life, it's a work in progress. Yes, even after I published it, but hey, if your earholes like the noise I make, then maybe waste more time with me. Unsubscribe.